Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you guys a little bit of our vacation, and I'm also showing you some ideas for things that you can do with a toddler, because vacationing with a toddler is completely different from vacationing without a toddler. Before I get into this video though, I do want to take a moment and just send some positive vibes to everybody in the Carolinas and Virginia who are preparing for Hurricane Florence right now. I know that everyone is super scared, and I just hope that everything turns out okay for you guys. I have a lot of friends on YouTube here who are preparing to evacuate. You just don't know what's coming, and I know that has to be scary. So all of my positive vibes are being sent your way. First things first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. And also, I would like to know, what is your favorite vacation spot? Leave that in the comments below. We always end up doing the same things, so I would love to hear what everyone else likes to do on their vacations. For this trip, we went to Panama City Beach with my parents and my aunt and uncle, and we usually do that during the week of Labor Day every year, and it's a lot of fun. So let's get into some activities. So obviously we spent the majority of our time on the beach playing in the sand. I mean, that's the purpose of going there, but when you have a toddler, you have to bring a lot of extra stuff. So we had a pool, we had a big inflatable shark, we had his swimming stuff, his toys, so much stuff to take on the beach. But I was grateful that he enjoyed playing in the sand, because last year he did not want any part of it. You couldn't sit him down, he just cried the whole time. So we spent the mornings up until about lunchtime hanging out and playing in the sand there. We were there when Tropical Depression Gordon came through. It didn't actually come onto the beach really at all, but on that day that it was passing by, it was a little bit rainy, so we did not go onto the beach that day, so we had to look for some other things to do. So on that day, we went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not auditorium, and it was okay. It was nice to get out and do something different, but it's really more for older kids. They have a lot of stuff there, but you kind of have to read it for it to make any sense, and obviously my 2-year-old can't read yet. Some of the other things that we did while we were there is we went to this dinosaur exhibit that they had at Pier Park, which is the big mall there. It's like an outdoor mall, and they had this really cool dinosaur exhibit with like animatronic dinosaurs that were really big, and they made sounds and they moved, and they had all kinds of stuff, a fossil dig, a ball pit, a little like a roller coaster. It was just like the little quarter machine things at Walmart, but a little ride for the kids, and you could get pictures and all of that stuff. So that was really cool to find that. We didn't expect to see something like that at the mall. And then we also took him to Dave & Buster's, which was so funny because he was just enthralled by all the lights. And so we would go around and we looked at all of the games, and he was perfectly content just like pressing the buttons and pretending to play. We let him like actually play a couple, but he didn't know any different with it. So we were like, well, let's just let him touch the buttons. We can stay here for hours. He can run around, touch all of these buttons. We need some hand sanitizer. But he had a lot of fun doing that as well. At night, a lot of the times we would go crabbing, which Nash really just loved running around with his flashlight. He didn't really care about catching any of the crabs. And we spent a lot of time hanging out on our balcony, which is my favorite thing. I love sitting on the balcony and watching the water. We had a great view, and I got some really awesome footage of the dolphins. The dolphins were just like going crazy the whole time we were there, every day. And I've seen dolphins play out at sea before, but not like this week. Like, it's like one day maybe I might see one, but this week it was just like the whole flock, or whatever you call them, were there, and they were just playing. You could just see them jumping. So that was really cool to experience as well. And that's it. That's all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, y'all.